Hello, Luke at here, and today we're painting an ultramarine.
Hey, don't do that.
Okay, why not?
No one wants to watch you paint another Ultramarine, especially after you painted Titus and Calgar.
Okay, I'll paint a different chapter then.
And Ultramarines are boring. People want something more exciting.
I get it. Paint a different, more exciting chapter that's not ultramarines. Okay, so like in 2019, I wanted something to go with my ultramarine, so I did a test paint up of Novamarines, is what you saw, and I didn't exactly know what I was doing. I shaded it, and it was all dirty. The white was all dirty, and I just didn't like the look of it, so I shelved it and never did anything with it. And this is me revisiting it and seeing how it turns out. Can I help you? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Might not let it work. Work, Kitty. I think you're coming too. You're coming too. Oh. Oh. So if you don't know who the Novamarines are, they are a second founding chapter of the Ultramarines. So they were founded in M31, and they are one of the 10 protector chapters, McCrag. So like if, Ultramarines need help and McCrag needs defending, they're one of the 10 succeeding chapters that are sworn to come help. So they were there during the Plague Wars, the Tyrannic War, all that. They fought during the War of the Beast, the Badab Wars with the Tau, and they've been around for a while. So the Novamarines are also known for their quartered armor colors. Quarter blue, quarter white / bone. And they, each battle brother also is covered in tattoos of their great deeds that they have done. Kind of like Maui from Moana, how he has the different, things he did tattooed on him. The Novamarines do this exact same thing. But they always looked cool, they always sounded cool, and I wanted to paint them up because they are a successor chapter of the Ultramarines, which Ultramarines are my Space Marine chapter. And so if I painted up Novamarines, they could come in as I could have them join each other and it not be a lore problem. Because, they're going to fight together and stuff on occasion. So, and this is me painting them. I didn't know what blue to use. I wanted to go with the lighter blue, but McCrag blue is the Ultramarine blue, so I thought it would be more relevant to do that blue than any other blue. So that's what I did. I've kind of gone away from painting Space Marines just because I got so many other interesting armies that I really want to do. I recently picked up Tau. My last video was on Tau, and I really like the mobile suit kind of aesthetic, so that's kind of cool. I'm kind of thinking, well, depending on what they tease or release for the 11th edition starter set, I'm probably going to get that and maybe paint them up as Novamarines, unless there's like something really super cool that I want my Ultramarines to have. I'm thinking of painting all those up as Novamarines and kind of get like a secondary force going with my Novamarines. Well, going as Novamarines. Because after this guy's painted, I only got 2 Novamarines, so I can't really do a whole lot with just 2 intercessors. But that'll be cool. That'll look cool. Here I tried something different with I used Black Templar for the gun, contrast for the gun. And I then went, I highlighted with some lead belcher, which I don't know how, it turned out okay. I was just trying something different, see if that would look cool or not. It looked alright. It looked a whole lot better than it just be straight lead belcher. So I might have that be a fixture of my Novamarines, just something different to make them, differentiate them from my Ultramarines. One of the whole reasons I'm painting up just a normal Space Marine at my local hobby shop that I go to play, they give out these, just the basic intercessors, for free for coming into play, Warhammer and all that stuff. They give them out all the time. So I just kind of randomly have just the giveaway Space Marines, and if they're offering them, like, I'll take one. Hell, I'll go and I'll play. You get a free intercessor, and you go in and play 5 times. You have an entire squad. So it's really fun. It's a nice incentive to get people to come in and play, and I enjoy it. They also give out Stormcast Eternals, the old Stormcast Eternals, big chunky models. I have a couple of those guys as well. I'm not a huge fan of the Stormcast. I do have some of the Liberators to paint up because those look really cool. They look like Space Marines with hammers. And if I put backpacks on, Space Marine backpacks on, do you think that would look like a Space Marine? Thunderhammer Storm Shield Space Marines? Huh. There's an idea there. I might try that in the future. Don't hold me to that. Because that could be really cool. But I don't know, we'll see. It is also really weird to coming back to painting Space Marines, because I haven't painted Space Marines other than characters for so long. I got into playing at the end of 7th edition, and I was just Space Marine through the entire, Primaris launch and all the second wave of that kind of stuff. I haven't really painted Space Marines until when the Leviathan box came out. And those were Terminators, and I'm a huge Terminator fan, but I haven't painted a base Space Marine in so long. It's just so weird. It was a nice experience. I had fun. Space Marines are easy with the big panels, and they highlight up really easy, and which I need to go back through and update a lot of my Ultramarines after painting for so long. You just kind of pick up stuff, your expectations gets a little higher, and I'll pull out my Ultramarines to play them, and I'm like, oh, these guys were just base coated and shaded, and I did nothing else after that. I was like, well, it'll do for now. I don't even have basing material on a lot of them. So eventually it'd be a big project to take out them all and update them, which I doubt I'd be able to update all of them. I don't know. But here I'm shading them all, and then I got to go through and highlight everything, and he's painting up really nicely. So halfway through, when I was painting this guy, this Novamarine, I had to retouch up the eyes, and I've had a new pack of brushes that I just cheap brushes I got on Amazon that They have a really tiny brush. I was like, oh, I'm gonna grab that for the eyes real quick. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. It was like 4 bristles, and it didn't stay together, or when it did stay together, the paint would like instantly dry on it, and it was terrible. Oh my goodness, it was. So hopefully the bigger brushes are better than that, but that tiny brush was absolutely terrible. But here, we're going over McCrag Blue after the shade to bring up the panels and leaving the shade in the recesses. Then I'm going to be doing the exact same thing with the white, so it's doesn't have that completely dirty look like the other one that I did years ago. It's going to re-white all the panels, bring them all the way up. Looking back now, I would have went with like a really light tan, so then I could have highlighted even more with the white, but live and you learn. Here I'm going in with the Kevlar Blue to highlight the blue panels. I don't highlight the white because you can't get brighter than white. No, you can't get brighter than white. Hot moment, I stopped. I was like, can you? Can you? Am I wrong? No. At least not at the moment, am I wrong? And I gotta go through and highlight up the leather browns of the belt and the back pouches, just touching it off with the high points. And I'm gonna black the rim, and then this Novamarine's gonna be done. Looks so much better than the 2019 version. So much better. And this is my Novamarine. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe. And thanks for watching Luke Header paint up an exciting Novamarine. Whoop whoop. Have a nice day, and after that, just keep painting.